if I told you those costs can be reduced drastically without compromising on the quality of the things you're getting? Today, we're unlocking the secrets to smart shopping in Canada. We'll talk a little bit about smart shopping in UK too, so that you can get the best deals anytime you set out to buy stuff. You will get insights on how to find the best deals, maximize savings, maximize rewards, and shop like a pro. Stick around, because by the end of the show, you have all the tools required to start saving on every purchases you make in Canada and UK respectively. Hi everyone, welcome to iShopandReview. My name is Titi, and with me today I have Dr. Ibiyemi Taiwo. She's a mother, a wife, and a professor. She has a PhD in psychology. So she understands human behavior and consumer psychology. She lived in the UK for almost 11 years and has been in Canada for almost 12 years too. So she understands buying trends and all. So I just thought, why not bring her up on this channel today so she can enlighten us on how to get the best deals, smart shopping in Canada. And we'll be glad if she can touch base on smart shopping in UK too, if she still has all those tips. So, Dr. Yemi, welcome to iShopandReview. We're glad to have you today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here as well. Thank you so much for having me today.
Awesome. So we're going to start by asking basic questions. Most of us are immigrants in Canada or UK, and we've come to stay. But I noticed there's something we are missing out. How do we shop smart? For me, I take my time. I do a lot of research before buying things, no impulse buying. But I know there are a lot of deals going on. There are rewards that we can benefit from. There are a lot of people still don't know about. So let's start from grocery shopping. How do we find the best deals for our groceries?
Thank you. In terms of grocery, I do my grocery shopping based off of what I understand that businesses do. So marketing and business strategies. So for example, I shop for items based on where I think I will get the best value for money and the best deal. So for example, I have a Costco membership. And because I pay for Costco membership, I am an executive member. So let's even talk about Costco membership firstly. So there are two types, the basic and the executive. So the basic is about $60 and the executive is about $120. For the basic membership, you just pay $60 and that's annually, by the way, and then you pay to shop. But with the executive membership, you get 2% back on all money that you spend the whole year, and all through the year, occasionally as well, you get discount on certain products as an executive member. So my decision to get an executive membership was that after the first, so by the way, I had Costco membership as well in the UK and I didn't have the executive membership. So when I got here and I saw that option, after the first year, I realized that if I had gotten the executive membership, I would get cash back. Some people would say, oh, $60 and $120 is a lot. But if you're getting at least $60 back on your membership, like the executive membership, then it's worth it. And the reason it's worth it is that with the basic, you're going to pay $60 anyway. Mm-hmm. So if you get $60 back in check, that means they are paying that difference for you, plus the added advantage of some of the discounts that you get during the year. And the way I shop at Costco, I get sometimes 120 back a year.
Wow.
So not only am I getting my membership back, but then I'm getting other benefits like those occasional discounts that executive members get during the year. So I'm getting that membership back. Whereas if I did a $60 one, I don't get anything back. So that was my calculation on why executive membership is worth it. But
Mm.
obviously, every family has their different needs. So you have to check if the executive membership is worth it for your family. It is worth it for me. And if you get at least $60 back, it would be worth it as well. So that's that. So because that's the only shop I pay to go grocery shopping, I do all my shopping first at Costco and then I consider other stores, at least for bulk orders. And the way it works is that sometimes you may buy some things at Superstore and you may think, oh, it's cheaper here. But I wanted to look at the gram, the quantity. Costco
Mm.
sometimes may have more. The it would look similar, but you would get value for more in terms of quantity. So people don't check the quantity, they don't measure. If it's the item individually as well, you may want to check how much it is per item because sometimes the difference may be up to like 40 cents. If you're buying like something 100 pieces, then you're saving a little bit of money. So people need to go all that in depth to know the difference. Then there are other services Costco provides. For those who are on recurrent medication, Costco does cheap prescription. We get our
Yeah.
glasses from Costco, my whole family, and we
Oh,
find it
wow.
slightly better. When they used to do the photo at Costco at the time was $8, while shopper when we wanted to do our citizenship, Costco's picture for citizenship was $8, while Shoppers Drug Mart was $20. So
Mm.
there's some of those
Wow.
things that I'll check Costco first. Sometimes they even have services online as well. If you buy electronics from Costco, you can get up to 3 years warranty at a very good price.
Wow, that's awesome.
So all of those things, they make sense. So I will do Costco first. If I see that it's not available at Costco, then I do Superstore next. And even with that, I have the PC Optimum app where I upload my offers weekly. And what happens is that, again, this is like consumer behavior and psychology. The
Mm.
app uses all your history to give you offers. So you're most
Mm.
likely going to get offers on the things that you buy regularly. So you get points for that. They also do a lot of giveaways. So, for example, yesterday I went shopping. We're Nigerians. We consume plantain, and plantain is
Lord,
best, right?
I know, right?
Superstore. I don't like Walmart plantain.
No, I don't like it too.
Exactly.
I don't like it too.
So I got like 300 points for every $2 I spend on plantain. For some reason, it asked me to spin an app, spin a wheel. I'll see if I can show you. Okay, it asked me to spin a wheel. They gave me cookies, and then they gave
Wow.
me what's it called? A Lunchable. And that Lunchable, this is the second time that I'm going to get it. I don't know if you can see the wheel. Can you see spin a
Yeah,
wheel? So I
yeah, I
paid it
can see
yesterday.
that.
I think it's once weekly. I spinned the wheel and it gave me
And
free
that
free
was that
items.
at Costco or at
No,
Superstore?
Superstore PC app.
Oh,
So also you get points back. I'm not sure if you can
yes.
see my screen.
I use
Yeah.
Superstore.
So
I don't
far
use
I've
Costco
claimed
though.
$730 in my PC points.
Wow, that's a lot. I spent mine on something a while ago.
Yeah,
I'm a Superstore girl.
yeah, so they give you all those offers sometimes,
Mm.
and on there as well, you have other low blow members.
Yes,
So
look,
shoppers, if you spend this, you get some. I love the 25,000 point days where anything you buy, they give you either
buy at
25,000
shoppers.
or 30,000, or
I do
sometimes they do
that a lot.
the double points as well, where
Yes.
your points is what more. So all those
Mm-hmm.
type of things, I'm always looking out for them. On the app, they give you offers. If I feel like, okay, they offer me this week, I don't need it. I can save the offer till next week and
Mm,
get it, when I really need it. This
you
helps
need.
reduce impulse buying because sometimes you may not need certain things at least at that time. I also like their digital coupons where you can get a few dollars off certain items. So the items that I need, so I do that. And then if I don't find anything in those two stores, those are my major go-tos, then I may use Walmart as backup. So for example, at Walmart, their flour for baking is cheaper. And so those baking items, I do that. And certain international products, I do that at
Like
Walmart as well.
spices, right?
Yes, spices. I love
Mm.
the baked beans from England, and they have it on their international out at Walmart.
Oh,
So
okay.
I buy that as well. So it's just based on my needs and what I want to buy. Also, every week or every month, sometimes Costco does discounts on certain items.
Wow.
So they would, so all those weekly deals, so I only buy, especially those things that we use regularly, like bathing soap, hand wash, all those things. I never buy them at regular price. You would never find me buy them at regular price
So you
because
always look out for bargains.
yes, so my soap, the last one, I bought it 2 years ago. It just finished now, and just about they started because we use Irish Spring, and they just started to
Same
do
here.
this thing. I bought 3 packs of
Oh
24.
my,
So I know that for the next 1 year, we're good. We
we're
use
good.
CeraVe as our body cream. CeraVe is quite expensive, but Costco does 2 tubs for, I think, 29.99. But once a year, they
Mhm.
they do the sale and take out $7, and I buy 7 tubs that will last us the whole year.
So that's like
Another
saving $50.
Yes, I will never buy, you will never catch me buy it apart from that time. I'm always waiting, and I think I've figured out the timing. Another thing I buy annually is deodorants. The Dove deodorants go on sale in May
Hmm.
every year, and I
Wow.
will buy what we need for the whole year. I will buy it. You can't catch me buying deodorant in December, for example. No way. I will buy it because it would go
Mhm.
$10 on sale. So when a pack of two is $10, I buy 6 packs or 7 packs. I've saved $70. So those type of things is what I do to, yeah, all those things I know I'm going to need, not the impulse buying things, but the things we need on a daily basis. So, like detergent, I can't buy it at regular price. If I do, and I've waited and waited and waited, and we're almost running out,
Mhm.
I may buy it at Costco though, because I know that if it goes on sale in the next 30 days, I can go back to claim the price difference.
Really?
Yes,
That's
at
awesome.
Costco. Yeah, I do that as well. So I will go back and show them my receipt on my app and they will refund me the difference. As long as you bought in the last 30 days. So I will
30
delay,
days.
delay, delay until we're in dire need. So that means I also know that it would almost be the time to save. These are the things I buy in bulk. Another thing I buy in bulk is diaper. You can never catch me buying diaper, you
Oh
know.
my, I've been buying diapers. I don't know.
Costco diapers have more quantity.
Mm.
So like
The
a
Costco
size.
brand.
No, no, no. So the brands make Costco items for them specifically.
Oh,
So
I
that's why you
see.
you would buy a Augie's diaper from Costco. It would have
Hmm.
more in there because Costco is a wholesale store. They need more in those
Hmm.
boxes. So they would
Oh,
give make Costco specifically their own products just
their
because
own
it's more.
products. Mm.
And then they will do sales, $10 off each box.
Ah,
That's the only
I've
time
been
I
missing
buy
a lot.
diaper. You can't catch me buying 1 box
Oh
of diaper from
my.
Superstore. So I would buy like 5 boxes that I know
Mm.
that it would last me for the next till the next sale happens. So I'll buy diaper, I'll buy wipes like that. So those type of things,
Does that mean we have to always look out for Costco
yeah.
sales?
That's what I do. Every Monday they will send you an email. So I
Oh,
just spend like 3, 4 minutes to see, what's it. And then I'll note the date that you have it is. Sometimes it will be the whole month. Sometimes it'll be 3 weeks. So I know that even if I don't have money now, I just need to budget that before that 3 weeks ends, that I would,
That you will
go
get
there
what
and
you
get
need.
that thing. So I don't have to go immediately. They usually give you time, like 3 weeks. Or sometimes they'll even give you notice that that item will be on sale in like 2 weeks, and then it will be available for 3 weeks. So that's like 5 weeks.
Five
So I
weeks.
know it in my head that okay, in 2 weeks, like the soap that I just said, I saw it like earlier in March, maybe the first week of March,
Mm-hmm.
that they will start sale on March 17th and it will be
Mm.
available for 3 weeks. So I knew already from the start of March that at some point in March, and I need to go buy soap for us for the next year. So it's not see I see today I'm running to the store to buy. So it allows me to also plan. I can put in the budget. So what is it that can
Mm.
wait, that I don't need to buy now, or if I'm going to eliminate certain coffee trips just to be able to
Yeah.
afford that. It gives you time to plan all of
Mm-hmm.
those things. And it's very important because, sometimes if people hear this, they may say, oh, where would I get the money to buy something for the
Buy
whole
that
year?
quantities.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you, do you get, but if you know that it's coming, you can plan, you can wait. So, for example, there's certain African store trips that you may need to delay, just to get
To get
that.
those things in bulk.
So those type of things. So I always put that into consideration. I also always use, if I have to do certain things in store, I have the Rakuten app where there's certain things
That's
that,
another question I had
yeah.
coming up. I've heard
Oh,
so
okay.
much about Rakuten app. I tried it at some point and I lost track, right? But now you're bringing it up
Yeah,
again.
it's
I'm okay.
so good. There's some things that I will go to the
Mhm,
store, I'll go
mhm.
price. Once I see that that's what they're selling it, I'll go on Rakuten to see if I can order it online. And sometimes when you order it online, they'll give you free delivery, but then you get
Wow.
cash back. Yeah.
Like what are those type of things you would get?
Different stores. So you just
Wow.
have Rakuten. Rakuten is like an add-on on your browser. So when you're shopping, you will see your shopping habits, and then they will give you cash back on whatever you buy. If that store is on Rakuten, which most stores are anyway, then
Mhm.
you get cash back. There are
I've
many.
been missing.
Oh, there are many things, especially for those who do a lot of online order, even in person as well. I just need to know the price in store to know that there isn't a lot of difference.
That
I'll
you're making
just,
a good
yeah,
bargain.
exactly. There are many apps, and also there are certain apps where you can just do some surveys and then you
Mm-hmm.
get Amazon gift card.
What are
So
those apps,
yeah,
please?
like Leo. There's one, I
What's the
have
spelling
many.
of the Leo?
Leo, Leo. You just ask. Sometimes it can be so annoying though, like if you're so busy. But if you have time, you complete. After you get a certain number of points, you get it back in, you can get a Tim Hortons gift card, you can get an Amazon gift card. I'm busy now, but when I used to be free, I've in the past tried to register for those things, and then they'll give you back in points those type of so those type of cards and those um points, and
Points.
yeah, you can use them however you want. Over time, it's a good habit to form. There are other websites as well, like Respondent is another one that they would, or you can do a survey, depends on your
The
line
first
of
time I'm
work.
hearing that.
I have so many. Another one I want to talk
That's why
about
you're here. You hear me?
in
That's why
terms
you're
of
here. I know
food.
you've got a lot.
Mhm.
We just want to tap, we want to bring it all out. We want this I shop and review is all about saving. Any
Yeah,
products you're buying, take your time, review,
yeah,
no wasting of money. Just take your
exactly.
time.
It's always good to get the best deal,
Mm-hmm.
with the least amount of money. If I
Mm-hmm.
remember that last one, there's another one as well, if I remember.
Okay.
There's another thing called flight agent. That's not what I was trying to remember, but I just remembered that now too. Is it? It's something agent. Let me look for it. I have them. Like you can
I know you
field
would.
agent. Sorry, not flight agent.
What did you say? Field
Field
agent.
agent. Like
That's
you go
FI. Let me just put it down.
ELD. They ask you to go to your
FILD.
closest store and look
Okay.
for something. Like you can do in-store audits. Go to
Okay.
Shoppers Drug Mart, see if there's
Mhm.
something there. You get points, and you get it back as earnings, as money, cash, PayPal,
So I don't
things like
understand.
that.
Can you come again? So for field agents, are
So
you going to register? Just
yeah, it's
tell
an
our
app.
viewers what that is. Okay.
Okay.
Tell us
Field
what it entails.
Field Agent is an app
Mhm.
that you can do something called store audits. Or you can do screeners and you get points. So what store audits will do is that if I'm going to Costco, for example, I can just log on to Field Agent. They'll tell me to go check if the stock for a certain product is there. You take a picture, you show them. That's it. That's your work. It's like they're sending
Wow.
you on errand. And for each work, they say it,
Mhm.
they call it work. You get earnings. After a certain amount, you can cash it out through PayPal. There are different
That's
tasks
another
there.
way. That's another cool way to make extra cash, right?
Extra cash, exactly. There are different tasks there that you can check. Like you can do a marketing survey, you can do scavenger hunts. It's a very interesting. Sometimes they give people free coffee, free this. So, you know, I love the
That's a
Costco
good one.
scavenger hunt, by the way, because once I'm going there, for each task, they can give you $3.50 and you can perform 10 tasks, get your $35, right?
A
And
lot.
just go.
Just to check if the items are in stock.
Yes, so let me show
So
you.
if you were going to Costco, you just
Let
find,
me
okay, so it's not clear. We can't see.
okay,
I can see.
let me remove my camera background. Okay, so can you see my screen now? Costco scavenger
Okay, it's all
uh
off now.
okay. Costco scavenger hunt. So
Okay,
you
yeah, I
say
can see.
go look for one item, you give it $3.50. Go look for one item, you
Oh
know.
my.
So you can do that, and then they call it work. So you sign in. Oh, I don't know if my
We
screen is
can see.
open.
So what I think we'll do is
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
can take a screenshot of that, then I
Screenshot. Okay.
can if you take a screenshot, then I can add it up to the video so our
Okay.
viewers will see
It
exactly
will just
what
ask
it
you
looks
to
like.
see if something is available, and
Just
then
that.
and then you can just
You
log
know what
in.
I've realized about being abroad, Canada or UK?
Mhm.
Information is key.
Oh yeah, it
And
is.
no matter how long you've been in a certain area, it really doesn't mean you know it all.
No.
I've found out that a lot of people know almost everything, every little gritty about shopping, and that's Yemi. Yemi
Mhm.
knows that. I'm bringing another guest over in a couple of weeks, and that one too is another one with PhD in shopping. I call them my
Mhm.
shopper crew.
It's
You
just
have to learn to save.
information, really.
Information is key.
I
I've never heard
I
of this. I've been here for several years. I've never heard of this. And for Costco, I contemplated getting a Costco card a couple of years ago, but just went back to Superstore. And I just realized Superstore most times will not even they don't have deals all the time. Shoppers Drug Mart is my go-to to get those 25,000
Mhm.
points. I look out for their deals all the
Yeah.
time on perfumes, beauty products. You just always find shoppers doing deals almost every week. So information is key, and that's why we are bringing this out. If you're in Canada, key into all these things Dr. Yemi is giving you. If you're saving $300 a year, that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Even on
It's
groceries, and that's on
yeah.
groceries.
Definitely, your habits can help you save a lot. Another, even when you want to like indulge, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to, you can still save indulgence. So, for example, we try to order Chinese food once a month in my house. And then I realized that if you order through Uber Eats, it's actually cheaper than if you order in store from the store.
Mm-hmm. I
Because
know that.
sometimes Uber Eats will give you 15% off. So everyone has their own go-to order. So we always order and it comes to about 110. With Uber, it's 15%. I get that discount. And Costco sells $100 Uber Eats gift card for $80.
Oh my, that's
So
almost $40 savings.
savings. So we'll buy the gift card first from
Mm-hmm.
Costco. So we'll get $100 gift card for $80,
Mm-hmm.
then put it on Uber Eats. So the food that would, normally spend like 115 plus tax would end up being like 70 something dollars or 80 something dollars at the most.
You
So
see,
we'll buy it all and we'll still have balance on our Uber
that's
Eats
so nice.
account.
That
So
is that's
just
nice.
even when you want to splurge, you can still save. That's my point. Or there's also an app called Too Good To Go
Hmm.
where
Please give us the spelling. We want
Too
all the
Good To
details.
Go, Too
Too good.
G, yeah, Good.
Too
TOGO.
good
Too Good To Go. So Too
to
Good To
go.
Go, they do mostly food. They're trying to save the planet and reduce food wastage. So there are
Mm-hmm.
some restaurants around you, like for those who do Tim Hortons, for example,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just going to buy one thing that you like, if you want to treat yourself, they will sell a whole bag of some of the things. They cannot have baked items for more than a day. So they'll give you time limit. If you go on Too Good To Go, they'll say you can pick up a grab bag between so time, so time, and all you would spend is $4 or $5, and you have many items in there. For those who do those type of shopping for their children, for example, all you need is $5, and they'll give you many things in there: muffin, donut, blah blah blah,
And
whatever they
that's
have.
on an app, right?
Yeah, Too Good To Go app. So like
Okay.
almost all Tim Hortons are signed up there. There are many
Mm.
stores signed up there. IKEA, there are many registered
Oh, really?
stores on there. Too Good To Go. Um, so Tim Hortons, it will tell you which one has something in. It's mostly always $5, and they'll put different things there.
Wow.
There is 7-Eleven. There's pizza stores. IKEA will tell you, they just give you time. Sushi. So you don't have to, like, if you want to also indulge, you don't have to spend too much money. You can just buy those things and they will give you something. And it's not as if it's not worth it. Like when you go get the grab bag, it makes sense. It's not too bad at all. Some
Oh,
grocery store also, so you just go on there and see what they have and then just go pick up. I mean, especially for those who have children that love those things, instead of spending like $20, $25, just buy a
you get
grab
it for
bag.
$4, $5.
Yeah, go to the store and pick it up and they give it to you. So
I'm definitely looking at that. That's a good one.
yeah, so all of those type of things are typically very helpful. And when they are, you're saving without having to spend so much, and with food, prices of food go, really high. Talking about Superstore, see at Superstore,
Okay.
behind customer service,
Mm-hmm.
you see like a big fridge.
A fridge,
Yeah, it's called Flash Food.
flash food.
Yeah,
We are
Flash Food
putting
is
that
an
down.
yeah. So Flash Food is an app that, in order to reduce waste, Superstore will put all the things that are close to expiry there. So you buy it for a discount. Even sometimes they will do fruit boxes for
Oh,
$7, $8. You have a banana, apple, all that in that box. or you go on the app, it will tell you what superstore around you has items, and you just look through those items. Or they're usually at a discount. So all you just need to do is when you get to superstore, show your receipt to customer service, and they'll open the fridge for you to give you the item. So you'll be getting the item at a discount at
Okay.
Superstore. Yeah, the app is called Flash Food app, and they do. Sometimes you find some things may not be necessarily to our Nigerian palate, but I bought cheap salmon there before. Some fruits depends on what they have. You just look at it and just see if it's something you like. So that's another one as well.
That's so
So
nice,
I
right?
think the fridge is always green. It's mostly
Mm,
beside or behind
the
customer service.
customer
You see
service.
it, yeah. It's a
Okay.
fridge. It's always there. It's the
Dr.
flash food. It's
Yemo,
the
our
it's the
shopper.
it's true because see,
Hmm.
it's always good to get things. Why would I
I know,
spend
right? I know.
full money when I can get it at a discount? I also know, for example, there are some stores in Winnipeg where they get leftover items from Costco. So
Wow.
I will not buy a winter jacket for $70 when I know I'll get it 35 somewhere. That
See,
is
we
the
are
same
getting to that.
exact
What are
thing.
those stores? We are getting to that. See, we want to
Yeah.
dive into all the nitty-gritty, everything. We're getting to that. That's about groceries because we
hmm
spend a lot of money on groceries, right?
hmm
We can't emphasize that enough. At least we
Yeah.
spend like 30% of our income on groceries, whether we like it or not. So, how do we get other deals like home essentials, like things we need around the house, maybe for newcomers, furniture, fittings, even clothing, seasonal clothing, winter jackets, summer clothes. Where do we get those deals? Or what are the best stores to get discounts? I say something, I don't buy anything at the original price. Me, I love discounts.
It's the best way.
Discounts.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
for
always
example,
feel if it's $100, at one point in time it's going to be 60 or $70. So you have it on yourself for $100. Someone has it for $50. You're both rocking the same thing.
same
So
thing. The
why
thing
not?
though is that if you like something, it's always important to know the original price because sometimes the stores would, mess with you in terms of
Hmm.
pricing. Could have been $80. When they want to do sale, they'll say used to be 100, now it's 80.
Yeah,
It's the same
I've
thing.
seen that.
So but when it comes to winter clothing, for example, you should never buy winter clothing in fall or winter. The best time to buy winter clothing is spring. I always say it. The reason is that winter is just ending. Nobody
Mhm.
needs it. Everything goes on sale. You
Hmm.
plan ahead. I know that it's not easy, but that's the best time. The best time to buy a snow blower is now, which is
Now,
March.
now is the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, or April when nobody needs it. If you're buying a snow blower in November, it's going to be expensive. It's now. The best time to buy a Christmas tree is in
It's now,
January. No, not
January,
now,
just after
January.
Christmas.
Yes, because
Mhm.
it goes on sale. People will buy Christmas trees in November, then they'll return it in January. They use it in
Oh,
December.
now I get the logic.
Yeah, people return it, and when it's returned, they know they can't do anything with it. They put it on sale. It's always immediately after the season. You can't if you buy Christmas tree in November or October, it's gonna be expensive. So
Hmm.
all of those type of things you have to do it after, not before. You
Not before.
know, yeah. In terms of furniture, if you go to like the main stores, to be expensive. They're always second level dealers where those main manufacturers will supply. So, for example, G&L, they do good furniture. It's on Orchard Street in Winnipeg, where
Hmm.
it's far from the south. It's in the north, but you get good deals.
Good
You
deals.
know, your certain products, that if you need all those things in the household, it depends on what you're looking for, but it's always good to get the best deals for those items. Household supplies, I do get that from Costco. IKEA is another good place
I
where
know,
people
right?
sleep on IKEA a lot, but there are nice things and at IKEA, good price. A lot of people don't like going there because of how the store is structured, but they're like nice
Oh, you get
household
deals. I've never
items.
been to IKEA without getting lovely
Yeah,
deals.
it's always
And
nice.
what I always do if I have any capital item, or the capital item is called, like any big item, big purchases I want to make at IKEA or any other store for that matter, I always research online first, get an idea of what the price is. Then when I set out to stores, then I can compare in my head, oh, I saw it online for this price. No, this is not what I want. And
Exactly.
IKEA always has good deals, good, great deals.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
attest to that. I can
Yeah, I
attest to
can.
that.
Yeah, so they are always a good place as well. When it comes to appliances, you
Mm.
should never settle in one store. Another thing that happens with appliances too is that a lot of stuff price match. So you will do your research. I remember
Mm-hmm.
that when we bought our house and we wanted to. Okay, so they gave us appliances as part of our package. And so we went to the appliance store and the guy was saying, oh, this is how much they're selling this. I said, no, we already have all our prices. The guy was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, you have to price match. This is how much. I think we saved about $800 because we already went with all the other prices, the best price in
The
Canada.
best
I
in
wasn't even looking
Canada.
for, yes, because you have to price match. This is how much
Mhm.
the cooker is. This is how much the fridge is. This is how much everywhere is. They had to price mark. We saved about $800.
And that's
So
a lot of money.
yes, you have to know how much it's going
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. All of those type of things. Another thing with appliances that, those display, when you want to buy appliances, you don't have to buy the one that comes out of the box. You can buy store display. Store display sometimes will be like $400 cheaper, and you can
Cheaper.
still insure it. So if anything happens, you will still be able to get your claim on it, right? So
But for store
those,
displays, do you request that you want to buy
yeah,
the item displayed?
yeah. If you go and you ask them, do you have any display that you want to sell? Or they
Okay.
call some items out of box. It's just
Okay.
not in the box. And the thing is that most people that buy box anyway, if they've ever come to deliver appliance for you, you would know that they just remove the box outside of your house and bring
Yes.
the
And bring the
appliance in.
appliance
So
right in.
why do I need to buy inside box if outside of box is like $200 cheaper? All of those things are
Hmm.
available. You just need to ask and say, which one do you have any that's outside box? Or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes one little dent that is just aesthetics and has nothing to do with the functioning of the product. You take $400 off. I'm like, yeah, I want that.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. So those type of things, it doesn't matter. It's aesthetics, it's not structural. I want to give me, or even for furniture, some we have scratch and people have returned it for that. Don't worry, just
Bring it up.
give
We
it
would
to
like it
me.
like that.
Exactly. Nobody's gonna know. So
Nobody has to know.
exactly. So those type of offers go on. You just have to be aware of those things. You go to store, all of Best Buy, go there. Do you have out
You have
of
to be
box?
intentional too, not just being
Yeah,
aware. You have to
see,
be intentional about getting those.
exactly.
Like, this is
So all
what
of
I
those
want.
things, yeah, it's just like my phone. Our phones only expire in November because that's when you get the best phone deals, Black
Yes,
Friday
same here
time.
too. November, I think November, December.
Yeah.
So are you saying
Mm.
November is better, or this
I kind of
November,
have
December?
found that Black Friday deals are slightly better than Boxing Day, but they're still
Okay.
okay. Because not only do you get deals, and most times they'll give you gift card. So wherever you get your phone from, Best Buy, Costco, they'll give you like $250 gift card that you
Where
can
do
even
you
use
get
to.
those gift cards from? I don't get gift cards when I get.
I do mine from Costco again because
Oh,
I
that's
have
the
Costco.
things. You see,
But
that's the thing.
Best Buy
I,
also
mhm.
does gift cards. They'll give you gift card. Like my office table, I'm sure I remember that I bought my office table from one gift card that Best Buy gave me one time when I collected my phone when I did
I
the
get
phone
my phones
contract for
from
you.
Superstore, so but no gift card.
They should, maybe they'll give you PC points because I know
For some
sometimes too.
certain phones, right? Like a couple
Yeah.
of years ago, I got 200 PC points
Hmm.
for a phone I got. So,
Yeah, so
well,
they may
some
give you
phones
PC
they don't.
points. Yeah,
Okay, well,
but
what we're saying essentially is look around to get phones. Check Costco, check Best Buy,
mhm.
check Superstore,
So
and
yeah.
compare these prices and offers they have.
Exactly. Offers the and also another thing people do with phone is that when your contract ends,
Hmm.
especially if your phone is still good, you don't plan to take another phone, call the phone company.
Hmm.
Tell them that they should review your contract. Most times, if you're in a $40 contract, for the same plan, you will most likely get the same contract for about $25.
I need to call tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't always change our phone at bang on 2 years. My last one was like 3 years, things like that. So some people just keep paying what they say. No, call them, call
That's
them.
for deals.
Yeah, discount or for internet provider. All those people come on the door. When they come,
Yes,
I'll
they
say,
come.
okay, I use Bell. Give me a code. When they give me a code, then I call Bell. Somebody from Shaw just came and offered this to me. And I'm thinking of changing. They're like, oh, no, no, no. You're a valid customer. We're gonna take this off. I'm like, okay, thank you.
It's
So,
right. See, all these monies and savings we're talking about,
yeah,
it makes a whole lot with time. If we calculate the amount of money we miss out on by being too lazy to dig in deeper,
yeah.
is a lot.
Anything to
And
cut down your
so,
monthly
yeah,
expenses.
exactly. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's the motive behind this channel in the first place. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I want to buy things, I look out for some details and I don't see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to buy a phone or I want to see what it entails. What does it look like? I want someone to show me what it looks like. Then I can picture it in my head, get the price. And it's all about smart shopping, making the smartest decision, looking out for bargains. Don't be in a haste to get anything. Take
I
your
don't want it
time.
to look like I'm a Costco agent or I'm an agent
It
for
doesn't
Costco.
matter.
But I
I'm
even want to
getting
tell,
Costco card
yeah,
too. I
that's why
tell
I
you.
like Costco. I want to tell you about my air fryer
Mhm,
story. 4 years ago, I bought my air fryer at Costco, and then I
mhm.
noticed that it started to have scratch last
On the
year. I
inside,
didn't
right?
inside. I had the box. I just put my air fryer back. I took it to Costco. They took it back from me. I bought that air fryer for $75 at the time. They took it back, refunded me my $75. Guess what? I just went back into the store to get a new one. By that time, air fryer was now $63. After
Oh,
using my air fryer for 4 years, went back, got a $75 gift card, got a new one for $63 and got $15 back into my pocket.
oh
I'm
my.
just telling you. So all those type of things. For that reason, I'll buy my things from Costco because I know that I can return it. We
You
bought
can
car
always
car
return.
batteries at Costco. I think it's 4 years. We bought car
Oh,
battery. Yeah, we just
warranty
went
on
to,
it is
yeah,
4 years.
warranty. Yeah, I think so. Some ridiculous number of years. My husband took it back. He was like, it's not possible. I said, take it there. When he got there, he called me. I said,
I
I
never say never.
can't
That's what
get
I've
them.
learned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The worst is
Never
that
say
they'll
never.
say no. Exactly.
Mhm.
Take it there. When they took it there, they took it back, gave him a new one. You know? So I will always ask. The worst is that you will say no, but
Say
I'm
no.
going to be
Mhm.
asking. So a lot of times we just spend money that we don't need to.
No, we are going to
Oh,
change that habit. We
yeah,
have to, and we have to help ourselves make
exactly.
those informed decisions.
Mhm.
Um, so another question on my mind is, you mentioned something about winter jackets a while ago, but you
Mhm.
missed out on that. Did not give us stores, recommended stores where we can get those deals. We're
See,
all
so it
about due diligence.
depends.
So,
Finding stores, you know what? Another thing I want to talk about is that
mhm,
following the right people, like on social media, there's certain folks that have information. There's a lady called Coupon QT. She's
You
Canadian.
turn cutie.
Yeah, she
We're
would
getting it down because I'm going to
yeah.
put all these distilled
Yeah, she's
on.
so good. She's Canadian and she will tell you where those sales are. Sometimes Gap, for example, they would have codes that you can use at checkout that
Oh,
would give
Gap?
you up to 80% off.
Wow.
Like the combination of codes, certain
Mm-hmm.
codes would work. They give you
Mm-hmm.
discount and like a $150 jacket, you can get it for like $45.
Mm. A
Yeah.
lot of
So yeah, when
discounts.
you use those codes at checkout.
Mhm.
So it's not really one place, but like multiple places
Go
where you can
round.
get jacket. My jacket is from Toboggan, for example. Before I bought a Toboggan jacket, I had known about Toboggan for about 5 years, but I couldn't afford it. It was expensive. So I looked at, in fact, I saw it first at a road show, Costco roadshow. They will come to different Costco's for 1 week. But I saw that, okay, it was expensive. I waited and I waited till spring. I registered online. They gave me 10% for registering the
Mm-hmm.
card. Then I waited for them to do 15% spring sale. So by the time I bought my jacket, I was 25%
Send off.
off. So, you just have to know because also you need quality jacket. Winters in Canada are
Oh,
brutal.
winters in Canada is
Yeah, exactly. So
mhm.
for that jacket, yeah, it was 300 or something, but by the time I got my 25% off, I thought that was good. After following those prices for 5 years, I
Mhm.
saw that that was the best price I could and I was ready for it. So I bought it. So again, also budgeting so that when you're ready, you can afford it. When I couldn't
See, that's
afford it,
exactly what you
I
said.
didn't
It took
buy
you
it.
5 years. You did
Yeah,
not love it too much to want to splurge
no.
almost $350 on it.
I
It took
could
your
not
time.
afford it. No, when I was ready to afford it, I bought it. So sometimes you just have to wait and use what you have in the meantime. And that's not a bad thing, really. Just for everything we do, if it's a shoe you like, if it's something, wait till you can afford it. Otherwise, you know. And I also want to say some things may be so good in terms of the deal, but if you can't afford it, don't buy it. If
It's
the
enough.
time, yeah, if the time you can afford it is when it's not on sale, it's affordability. If you can afford it when it's not on sale, buy it if you really need it, unless you can wait for it to be on sale. But if it's on sale and you can't afford it, don't buy it.
Then
The
take your
fact
eyes
that
off.
Exactly, the fact that it's on sale does not mean that you can afford it. So that's my
Mm,
own principle. If I can't afford it, irrespective of whether or not it's on sale,
you still can't
I'm not,
afford it.
I can't afford it. If I can afford it at full price, then so be it. If I need to plan, to save money
Mhm.
sometimes I want to buy something for myself that I really like. At that time, I can't afford it. I've even been really hard on myself. Okay, I'm not gonna buy coffee for like,
Mhm.
you know, and so that I can justify. That's my own splurge on myself. That's how I want to buy it. So sometimes the fact that something is on sale does not mean we have to buy it. So, for example,
Mm.
last weekend they did the roadshow where Target
I
came
was
and
going to ask
displayed
about
things.
the road show. This one is
Yeah,
okay. Let me let you finish what you're saying because you mentioned about Costco Road Show.
yeah.
I've never heard of that.
No, no. So they do different road shows at Costco, different products. Sometimes it will be blenders, sometimes it will be pots, sometimes it will be even food items. Road shows that they will just come for a period of time, 1 week, display it and go. So that's where I first heard about that jacket, toboggan. They came to do a road show at Costco. I saw it, I couldn't afford it, but then I think they come every summer for 1 week. I saw it, and when I was ready, I bought it. But then they have, different road shows happen.
Hmm.
One happened at the RBC Convention Center last week.
I think I
Or
heard of
yeah,
that.
yeah, you probably heard of that. Everything was $5 for
Mhm.
kids and $10 for adults. I did see many people buying so many things. Sometimes we just buy so many things because it's affordable, and then we end up, accumulating
But
junk.
Not
Some people
using,
may need
not
it, and
using,
that's fair. I went there, I wanted a rubber boot for my daughter, and I just bought two or three other items with it.
and you
But I
left.
didn't buy more than what I needed because otherwise it would just be junk eventually. So sometimes that things are cheap. If you don't need it, don't buy it. There's no point just accumulating junk over time
I think we
because
just have to be disciplined enough
exactly.
to respect our money, our
Yeah.
hard-earned money.
And even
Buy
people buy
only
things
what you
on
need.
credit.
Buy
That's even
only what
worse.
you need
Exactly.
against what you want.
Exactly.
And
So,
that's what I was going to say to about like you said it all. I was going to ask about like what advice you would give people to control impulsive buying, just buying things. Oh, okay, this is on sale, I get it. This is on sale, I get it.
mhm.
Just what advice do you give? Can you give us?
One of the things I want to talk about is not waiting till you absolutely need something before you buy it. Preemptive, not the so there's a difference between impulsivity and preemptive. So, for
Mhm.
example, you have a 6-year-old that you know that school is starting in September. They're probably going to need new indoor shoes at school.
Yeah.
The ones they're wearing is probably old now, or they've
They normally
overgrown it.
get indoor shoes almost on a yearly basis.
Exactly. So
Mm.
that's preemptive. You know that you're going to need it. If you see $5 shoe now, you can buy it for them. That makes sense, right? Not looking for shoe in August. Shop owners, business owners know everybody's going to want to buy um that in August,
Back to
back to
school
school.
kind
So
of
they
stuff.
push the price up. For example, back to school stuff. I tend to buy them in June because that's
Just
when
when they are
school is ending.
ending. Oh, see, that's
Because I know
another
that it
tip.
will be on sale. Nobody will need it.
Mhm.
Not when they close in July. In June, when they are still in school, but they're
Mhm.
winding down. Nobody needs anything again.
Nobody
Nobody
needs
needs
anything. They're
files.
almost
Yeah,
done with school.
yeah. If you can't start buying them then. Back to school is always stressful. You go to different stores, they've run out because everybody has bought everything.
Mhm.
You know, there's some things that you always need every year. You don't need to wait for that before you buy. Also, like for kids, buy the things that you know will last, a good while. You don't have to buy school bag every year. Why? If you buy a
Very good
quality
one.
one,
So
I
where do we get good school bags for our kids?
so I don't know. I'm not a good one to say, but I do know though that JanSport products are good for school bag. The one my daughter has, I bought
What's the
it in the
spelling?
US. JANSPORT.
JANSPORT.
Yeah, JanSport.
Jansport.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
Like the one I bought it in the US and it's very good quality. Definitely 2 or 3 years minimum on that bag.
And
So
that's what we want.
yeah, and it's durable, it's good. We don't need to buy, especially for children. And we're also teaching children that they need to use things until they can no longer use it. I personally do not. Why do I need to buy you a bag every year if
Every
your
school
old
year.
one still works? It doesn't make sense. So those type of things. So preemptive, those things that you need, like
Mhm.
toiletries, you need them. So when they're on sale, buy them. Those type of things, rather than waiting for when you need it. If you're in dire need, you would buy it at any price. You don't have the flexibility to think through, okay, can I wait? For another few weeks to see if it's on sale, things like that. So if you have preemptive buying habits, you're
Mhm.
most likely going to save more than buying it exactly when you need it. Well, if you do that, then you're going to be spending more generally,
Mm.
if that
Mm.
makes sense. So, preemptive
Okay.
buying does save you a lot of money, but it also requires thinking and planning too. Like African products rarely never go on sale. So there are always those things I buy last because I know that Gary is always going to be the same price. You know,
Our
so
food
but
stuff never goes on sale.
it's yeah. unless I'm shipping it. But if I really need to buy it from African store, nobody would do sale on that. So if I need
No,
to, first buy something on sale and that can wait, if possible, I'll delay that, buy that, and then use my next bit of budget to buy something
extra
else.
to buy those stuff.
Exactly. So if we do preemptive, not
Hmm.
impulsive, then we'll be saving, a
Saving
little
more.
bit more than we should before the season or immediately after the season for the next season. So you buy. So when I went to that roadshow, for example,
Roadshow.
I bought two boots for my daughter, two rubber boots, one size 9 and one size 11, because it
So
was
you have
$5.
boots already
Yeah, so
for
I know that she's a size 9 now. She may
mhm,
use size 9 this year and
10.
sometime next year. But I know that I won't buy 10 because it was too close to each other. If
To
she's
9.
10, she can still wear an 11.
Hmm.
That's covered me for a few years of rubber boots. I don't
Almost
have
three
to think
years.
about that. Yeah,
Almost
for
three
that.
years of.
Yeah. When I went to England, I bought a whole bag of underwear. Then they were eight. My daughter was 12 months, and my younger daughter was 12 months. My older daughter at the time was 7 years. And since then, I haven't bought anything. And they are 9 and 3 now. So in 2023, I bought underwear for 2 years. So I bought underwear for girls,
And that would be a lot of savings
socks.
because you bought in
Yeah.
bulk.
So for the last 2 years, I haven't had to buy. You know, it's it was cost cuts, and if you can afford it, that kind of preemptive, knowing that okay, this is what they will need at this time,
Hmm.
then they will grow into it, those type of things. So
That's
preemptive buying
awesome.
really, yeah, it really helps if you can afford them. And it's
Okay.
different from impulsive. Oh, this is cheap. No, if it's cheap, I don't need it, or I will not need it. I don't need to buy it, if that makes
We don't
sense.
buy what we don't need. That's just a
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
So
I have another question.
mhm.
Since you were in the UK for several years, I can practically say you grew up in the UK.
Mhm.
What advice do you give our viewers that are in the UK? What stores do you recommend? I know you're still conversant with things happening around and things happening at UK. So what advice, where do they get best deals, grocery deals? Just put it all in one. I know you've
Okay.
spoken about Canada, Costco, and all of it,
Yeah.
but for
In
UK,
the UK, grocery, the best place currently, in my opinion, is Aldi. So Aldi is a German store that sells equivalents, just like how Costco does Kirkland products
mm-hmm.
that are, so for example, for those who don't know as well, sorry, I want to take you back to Costco, but stay
I
with
think
me.
I think Costco needs
I
to
am
just
a right.
sponsor this this
Okay.
interview.
So there are some products that Costco's products are called Kirkland,
Yeah.
but Kirkland products are sometimes made by real names. So say for example, Kirkland yogurt is made by Danone. You know Danone yogurts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So
know.
it's the same product, so made in the same warehouse. They just
Warehouse.
put their names on it.
Mm.
So
Brand
that
name,
type,
different
yeah,
brand names.
exactly, it's the same thing. Like Dawn soap, for example, the Kirkland soap, I think is made by Dawn as well. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
Kirkland products are cheaper. It's better to just buy that one since it's the same company. So those type of things. So Aldi also has like a lot of their own products of mainstream names, and they are
Mm-hmm.
good, even sometimes better qualities. So Aldi is a very good store and it's cheaper. Food generally is cheaper in England. Like food is
I
expensive
heard
in
so.
Canada, for example. But like in England, food is cheaper. For clothing, there are a lot of stores that are cheaper. High street stores now, unfortunately, are disappearing, because of online shopping. But there's
Mm.
still some stores like for kids because they outgrow things. Primark is a good place to start. They,
Mm.
for personal items, things they
Mm-hmm.
use quite regularly. Most major cities have like local markets, like indoor, outdoor markets that you can
Okay.
go to. They have like those markets are really notorious for selling like Marks and Spencer products. They'll just take out the labels, but it's the
Wow.
same thing. So you can look out for that if it's somewhere where you live. Another thing in the UK is online because a lot of British people buy things that they don't need and they know that they can sell them at a very cheap price. Vinted is a like an app in England where people sell a lot of new things for
Nice
bargain.
stuff.
Yes, for discount. You can get like a pack of clothing for girls new, untouched, for like
Wow.
£20 and like 10 packs or something. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's a good start point, especially for someone that is really, really into savings. You don't have to go buy stuff from the stores. Start from Vinted first. Look at what
Vinted
they.
is like vintage body
Yeah,
vintage.
it's just like Kijiji.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but you find more things because they have a lot of stuff in
Stuff.
Europe generally. So all of those type of places can be where to start from. And of course, for food, Aldi is one of the cheaper places.
Cheaper places.
Also, Asian stores the, Chinese Asian stores, they do more bulk stuff. Even here as well, there's certain things, although of course it's good to support our own folks, but for people who really, really need to save, that may be a start point because you may find things slightly cheaper than
Slightly, yeah.
somewhere else. So
I agree with
all
you.
of those things, are those things we should explore. Of course, I want people to patronize our own people, but sometimes, for reality purposes, some people just can't afford it. So those are places that people should look out for, but don't sleep on Aldi. Aldi does good stuff and good
Okay.
quality as well. Yeah. And then the Aldi has a middle aisle. I think Lidl also has it where you just find random stuff. Again, it's not just for impulse buying, but there are things that you may need, household items, appliances.
Mm.
Typically have those middle aisle where you find random things for good prices that you'd be
Wow.
really surprised. So yeah, that can be another thing that can be explored too.
That's quite that's a lot we've learned
Yeah.
today. So in closing,
Mhm.
I don't even want you to go now because like my brain is a lot of information in one. I'm thinking I've been here for a couple of years and I think I just know one quarter of all this information you've given us today. We are grateful. So in closing, I just want to ask what advice you discussed the best time to get deals, but what advice do you give us, especially in Canada, on seasonal goods? When do you say we should get it? Like our seasonal goods, when do we get it?
Yeah, as I
And what
said
days?
then.
So sorry, I want to add one more question.
Mhm.
I know there are deals on a weekly basis too. What days of the week do you think are the best times to shop? I've heard that from someone, and I'm thinking, okay, it won't be bad if we know. Is it just store related only, or just generally in Canada, there are certain days of the week where you can get good bargains and good deals?
So I think it just really depends on the store, of course. Again, I want to go back to Costco. I
Go
know
back
that
there.
I think every third Monday, don't
Third
quote me
Monday.
on this. Don't quote me on this, but I know
We
that
won't quote you,
one
but we'll put it
Monday
on our
and
left hand.
yeah, I know that there's one Monday in the month where they mark down prices.
Mm,
So you'll find out that they will have a lot of products that are 0.97. So the way prices are the way they price items at Costco is deliberate. So some 0.97 deals are deals that will not be replaced. So when you see that the price ends in 0.97, that
97.
means that thing is probably the last. Like they're not
Oh.
bringing more. Sometimes they'll even put asterisks. When they put that, that's like forever. It's not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 0.99 also has its own connotation. I don't remember what it is now, but I do know that if it's not the third Monday, it will be the second one Monday a month, though. I know that they do mark down prices. I
We will
also
look
know
out for
that
that.
Tuesdays are a good time to do a lot of, especially clothes shopping. A lot of stores don't open Mondays. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, I've
And
not.
Tuesday, yeah, a lot of stores don't open Mondays, especially those who open Sundays or
Mm.
Saturdays. Yeah, Tuesdays are a good day as well to shop in those places because they typically have sales. But when it comes to clothing, I want to emphasize that the best time is immediately after the season. So the
Season.
best time to buy summer clothes will be in fall. The best time to buy winter clothes will be in March, in spring. So
In spring.
immediately after the season is always the best. If you must, during the season, then you have to look out for specific pricing, but it shouldn't be in the season is when you buy all what you need. You're definitely not going to be saving money that way. I think it's a habit that we have to form. It has to be a preemptive thing. I mean, you can look at your closet if you know that you're going to need clothes. Even if you are starting to lose weight now, you
Mm-hmm.
know that, okay, I'm in the process of weight loss. I'm going to probably need a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Buy immediately
In
after the
advance.
season. Yeah, so
Mm.
that, it's not a lot to do at the same time. If we have children, let's be preemptive as well. We all know they're starting school again in September. It's in March. If you find winter jacket. They would always need snow pants. The winter is ending. Check their snow pants around now. You should know who would need a new one and who wouldn't, because typically when they go on spring break and come back, they rarely use their snow pants
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So
Yeah.
spring break is a good time to look at all their snow pants. Are they going to need more? Because around that time is when sales of snow pants also go up and
Mm.
snow boots. Check all their boots. You should know now, if it's going to be tight by October, you would know now. So buy it now, not in July, not because, or in August, when school is starting. You're going to buy full price then. So we have to plan. It needs a lot of planning and thinking, but that's the only way we can save money. And don't wait till when you need it. If you need it and you're buying it, it's like cars. They always say, do not buy a car when you're desperate because
Mm-hmm.
you will just buy what you really don't want. So, yeah, if you're desperate for something, you're going to spend more. It does cost more.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
being thoughtful about it is very important. Yeah.
Thank you so much for all these great insight, tips, and
Mhm.
details you've given us. I've learned a lot. I have my notepad right beside me, and I've been writing stuff. I'm going to put every of this in the description box so that our viewers can get all the details and all the apps, the shopping sites. We're going to go get our Costco cards too.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yemi. We're
Thank you
so
for
honored to
having
have
me.
you on iShop and Review. This is our first interview and it's with Dr. Yemi. I call her Dr. Yemo. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. I'm honored to be here. Thank you. I'm glad that I was able to share a few of my knowledge. Thank you so much.
So I hope with all the tips given today by Dr. Yemi, you have learned a lot. You've taken down all the names of the apps to get rewards, how to shop smart, seasons of the year to get the best deals. On I Shop and Review, we're all about smart shopping. You must take your time, look out for deals, bargains, and shop right. Don't be in a haste to get anything. So Thank you so much for hanging around. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching from the beginning to the end. If you enjoyed any of this or you've learned a lot from this video today, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and share with others. Don't forget to click the notification button also so that anytime we drop any video, you'll be notified. See you next time.